Hey there, folks. My name is Dazerin, and you'll notice I'm not standing like normal today. It hurt my leg, so I'm not standing. I was actually recording all day and just standing all day. My leg has this thing where every so often the muscle just gets to the point where it just hurts just to stand. So I'm giving it a break. Usually I just stretch for a while, do a couple stretches here and there, and it'll be fine. But anyway, there's really one thing I want to talk about this week that was announced from Google itself. Now, there are a lot of problems with YouTube. There's a lot of things about YouTube that I'm not happy about. And there are a lot of things that basically I'm just like, what are you thinking? In the words of James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, you know, what were they thinking? But I think that the latest announcement has actually been really, really awesome to hear. And I'm really happy to hear that YouTube will be getting 60 frame per second video support. They already have a couple videos. Well, it's like 3 videos. It's both 48 frames and 60 frames. Will be getting support on YouTube, which has been something that I've been really hoping for lately, because obviously as a gaming channel, 60 frames per second really makes a difference in how you view a game. And so if you are able to see the game in 60 frames a second like I do when I'm playing it, I think it sells the idea better and it gets you more into what it's like to play the game. So I've actually been recording a lot of my videos in 60 frames per second for the past few months. And so if at some point when the 60 frames per second is a universal thing that everybody has it and it's on my channel, I'm able to upload 60 frame per second videos. I might consider re-uploading videos at 60 frames if you guys want to see them at 60 frames. Minecraft, Daylight, some of those Dread Out, some of those games from like that point onward. I've been recording pretty much everything at 60 frames. So I could re-upload those things if you guys want to see them in 60 frames a second. Just something to think about, and let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in that. Let me know what you guys think about the 60 frames per second thing in general, because I mean, it's something that I really think is helpful for giving you an idea of what it's like to be in the game itself. And I think having 60 frames per second videos would also help kind of immerse you into it as well, because obviously smoother motion, it's definitely more lifelike, more real, I feel like. So having the higher frame rate, I think, is definitely a really good choice, and I'm really happy to see that being supported. And it seems like YouTube and Google in general have kind of they've had this kind of bout with like people who do let's plays and stuff, where it's like, oh, we don't want them on the channel, we don't want them on the site because it's this weird gray area for copyright infringement. And now they're like, oh, but let's put 60 frames on there. It's let's show some support. They're on the fence. I feel like Google's on the fence on Let's Plays, and so I feel like they're trying to figure out whether or not they support or not or don't support it. Obviously, the biggest YouTuber, PewDiePie, is a gamer, and so the fact that their biggest, most probably well-known name on YouTube has to do with video games probably is influencing that kind of decision. But yeah, so it's good to see that that's being brought over. Google's also looking at purchasing Twitch, which, I mean, I love Twitch, and I've actually that's another thing I'll have to talk about. But anyway, Twitch is a great platform for doing live streaming, and obviously it's a really big one for gaming, but it's more for like professional gaming and speed runs and things like that, where people they tune in to watch that kind of stuff. Whereas something like I do is just fumble around in a game and act like I know what I'm doing when I really don't. Yeah. So anyway. The other thing I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys have probably noticed that I've been putting up some videos here and there about live streaming. So I am doing a live stream here and there to test my internet problems that I've been having. I think I've explained this before. The reason why I haven't been doing any live stream charities is because my internet situation is really weird, where my wireless adapter and my wireless router, they just don't get along. They fight. it's like it's like these two people have like it's like these two people who have just all these problems, and they just kind of bottle them up, and they don't say anything. And they're all hunky dory and everything's fine, and then argument, and they just separate for like a while, and then they come back, and they're just fine, and they just bottle things up again. And that's kind of like what my situation is with my internet, connection. It's like everything's fine, no problems, and then it's gone. And then for like 5 minutes, no internet. Okay. And then I reset my adapter, and everything's fine again. So I'm looking into moving, which I know I've spoken about at least like 3 times on this channel before. And every time I'm looking to move, something happens that hinders me from doing it, and it sucks. So I'm looking at it again. Hopefully this time nothing catastrophic will happen where I can't do it. So hopefully. And if I do, I will be wired in rather than doing a wireless connection, and then everything will be fine, and I'll be able to do live stream charities again, and it'll be nice, and it'll be great. But until then, I'm just kind of testing things out right now, where I'm playing through my favorite RPG of all time, which is Skies of Arcadia. I'm playing through Skies of Arcadia Legends over on GameCube. And I know we've been playing through Skies of Arcadia over on JRPG Historia Future Perfect, for those of you who go over and watch that channel. My goal of this live stream is to basically see if I can beat Evan to the end of the game, because he's about 23 hours, 25 hours into the game, something like that. And I want to see if I can catch up and beat it before he does. And I also kind of want to get myself a little more acquainted with it, because I feel like I've been rusty. I've been giving him some misinformation, not on purpose all the time. Sometimes I do, but not all the time. And I feel like I need to know the game better. And so I'm playing through it again to reacquaint myself with it and get a little bit better at it. And also thinking about a 100% playthrough. I don't know. We'll see. I've been going through it as a 100% playthrough so far. But we'll see. So if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, you guys can always go over to my Twitch channel, and you can follow me from there. And whenever I live stream, it'll let you know. So you can just hit the little favorite button, and that's it. Other than that, I think that's about all I wanted to talk about. So Skies of Arcadia live streams, I do those. I'm looking this week. I might be able to do some maybe during the day. I'm thinking possibly I might record instead. I'm not sure. Maybe during the night. I'm not sure, but probably most likely Friday and Saturday nights I'll be doing live streams of Skies of Arcadia Legends, just to see if I can get caught up. I usually go for 2 hours, maybe 3. That's about it. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, you can go over to the Twitch channel. I'll leave a link for it in the description. Other than that, 60 frames a second videos will be coming as soon as it's available, and that'll be awesome, and I'm really happy. They say it'll be a couple of months maybe. But yeah, let me know if you guys would like to see 60 frames per second. And if you want me to re-upload some of those games that I've recorded in 60 frames per second. So, because I'd be more than happy to do that, so you guys can see what it looks like. But other than that, that's it for this week. Nobody asked me to do any challenges, so I guess you just don't want to see me do any challenges. So I'm okay with that. So yeah. Again, if you guys have suggestions for that stuff too, apparently a lot of people liked watching the ice water challenge. So that got like 90 views in a day. It was crazy. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. You guys will make this channel happen, and I thank you very much for that. And I will catch you in the next video.